Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on what time you're watching this next episode from me, Avomance, on the AlphaCraft Season 2 server. Yep, this is episode 3 of the AlphaCraft server, and we are in our Alpha by the Water. I can't remember what we're going to call it. Alpha by Water or something like that, we decided we're going to call it, because it actually, I'm going to turn around now. It actually is by the water. By the way, K1, you got your building at, haven't you? My goodness. K1 properly got his building on. That's superb. How'd you get a bed already? I'm impressed. Anyway, look, so we're by the water. It's lovely. And we're all going to have a little one chunk-ish sized house, which is fantastic. And I think we're going to end up in a good place. I'm just going to go and have a sleep in... I think I'm going to sleep in Spider's house. And then we're going to go for a wander because I am short of resources. I've started to make this house, but I haven't got enough resources, not even close. So we're going to actually go out into the wilderness and find maybe a wilderness spot for us to live. Watch the sun go down. And we can gather our resources there. And then when we're ready, we can come back. So we may not come back to this area for a couple of episodes, but at least we'd have been here already and we've claimed our spot. Let's go to sleep. We are now well rested and there's bamboo in the background there. Someone's been to a jungle. I'm so distracted all the time. We are now well rested. We've had a sleep. I've not got any iron whatsoever. So one of the things I want to do is get some iron. I'm going to head out into the wilderness at least 1,000 blocks because one of our rules is that we're not going to make any kind of wilderness base within 1,000 blocks. So I'm going to head, I don't know, well, I'm facing in this direction. So why don't I just keep walking in this direction? I think that will work. I've got a campfire, but I've got very little else. I've got a load of sweet berries for food. I've got one chicken and one apple. So I'm not exactly hugely covered in food, but at least, you know, I've got a little bit. And in the meantime, actually what I'm going to need to do, I'm going to need to just get my hearts up because that won't do at all, will it? I'll get them down. Right, so let's go in this direction because this is kind of the opposite direction to that which I walked in at. So this is all new for me. I imagine one or even more of the alphas did come this way. I'm going to kill the cow. I'm sorry, cow, but your skin's got my name on it and your meat's got my belly on it. Right, so let's go this way. I will gather resources en route because I am not exactly overwhelmed, am I, with these resources. Sweet berries are rubbish. Sweet berries are proper rubbish when it comes to food, aren't they? Let me get this cow as well because I need the grub. I'm going to get the chicken. You know the drill. I'm just going to keep on walking and we'll see what we got here. I'm going to bottle that for now, I think. Definitely. Oh, right. So I want to see where I'm going to go. I think I accidentally just planted a sweet berry bush, but you know what? That don't matter. It can trip someone up. Should we go by river? Why on earth not? That might be able to get us moving quicker. Yes, much better. Right, I'll be back when I've found something interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we may have found our spot. Look at the way these mountains are coming across. What a vista. And then if you're looking out in that direction, we've got the swamp there. We've got some wooded stuff there. This, I think, will do beautifully. But the first thing I need to do is get some resources. So where are we going to go? Where are we going to make our mine entrance? I'm going to pop a mine entrance. Well, there's water coming out of that, but you know what? That's okay. We're going to make the mine entrance right here. So I'm just going to eat some food first. Oh, not that bit of food because that would be wasteful. Use up some of these rubbish berry bushes. There we go. Yeah, we're going to clear out a little bit of space here First off, I'm just going to block off this water because that's actually not doing me any favours. Let's see whether or not this is just a single block. Good. Right, so that loses that problem. Very nice. And yeah, I think this here is going to be the entrance to our mine. So bit of terraforming is required, definitely, because I can't leave this area looking like this. Right, it's dig-in time. We have made some progress. Yes, we have. We've built ourselves just a little hidey hole that we are going to be working with. So I've got just a few little animals. I'm going to turn myself around. It's silly having my back to it. It's just ridiculous. So I've got just a couple of little animal pens. Over there, I've got some berry bushes. I've got some sugar cane. I've got a little tree farm there using some stone blocks above. So it's all, you know, it's fairly controlled. I don't get any giant trees, which are a real pain. I've got a tiny little food farm, a few more little bushes there, and I've got this platform. What on earth is this platform, you say? Well, I'm not entirely certain yet myself, but we'll come on to that in a minute. I've got a little hidey hole here where I've got a little automated system that I'm using to produce bone meal that I can make my trees grow when I get bored of waiting. And I'm using the berry bushes to fuel that mainly, but also the seeds from the wheat and other sundry items go in there, through it, out it comes, and bone meal, bish, bash, bosh. This is my mine. So if you start at the top, I've got several dump chests, all sorts going on here, look. 2 emeralds already. So this is my mine. I've not finished this. This is still very plain. I'm going to make this look much, much nicer. But basically, I can't do anything. I'm starving. I thought I could hear my belly rumbling. Get that in your son. Go on, you know you want to. Right, so coming down this way. So this mine, I thought it's more realistic for a mine shaft to progressively go down. Oh, hang on a minute. That there, and that there. That's a start. Hang on. Have I missed something? That's awful. Right. How'd I miss that? That's appalling. So get that. There. And have I got any more? Right, so I'm going to have to come and fill that one there as well. So this comes down and down because on all sweeping arcs all the way down makes it very interesting. Until we find this little antechamber. I might do something left and right. Don't even know. But here is my mine, so I can get down quite quick just by lobbing myself off the ladder and hoping that I don't hurt myself like that. You foolish man. Oh, foolish man. And there, obviously, I'm starting my strip mine. This is a chunk border right here. So I've done it high, really way higher than it needs to, and I'm going to dig this in this direction, and eventually with a bit of luck maybe I'll go over a slime chunk as well, and that'll be quite useful. So that is where we are so far. So I'm just going to crack right back on again and see if I can't do something with that platform out the front. So the idea behind this is that we make what's effectively an elevated platform that's going to become kind of at one with the mountain. That's my vision. These are obviously temporary. These are on the floor. I'm not going to keep them on the floor. But what we're going to do is we're going to create this elevated platform, and it's going to stretch out more than there's just this corridor. I'm just at the moment, obviously, I've got the cows and everything are in the way. And the fact that I'm using half slabs also means that it's a lot cheaper to make. So if I get that there, that like that there. Oh, I've just chopped off my berry bush. Nothing more painful. Come around here. Pick that up, put you back in there. Might as well pick up the berries. They're quite effective at getting you bone meal. Our berries, I'm quite impressed. So I'm just going to carry on building this up. And what I'll probably do is once I've got it at a decent level, I can still get on and off of it again. Once I've got it at a decent level, we'll be transferring from ground zero level stuff here up to a more kind of a mountainside, one with nature type platform based entity. And if that made sense, please could you explain it to me? So I've done a pretty reasonable amount, and I had some thoughts that maybe I don't need to move these farmyard animals out of there at all. I just need to move them underneath, and I can have the pen underneath as the kind of, I don't know, underpen? Is that such a thing? A pen that's underneath sounds like an underpen, or something like that. Some kind of structure that allows me to do that. This is the beginnings of the first platform, the primary platform, that then comes down this way. You can exit through that way if you wish, and you can come back down. Remember to close the gate, or you can come up that way. I am going to eventually close that in. I'm wondering whether or not the nether portal ought to be up there, above there, and have a second platform, which means that this entrance into the mine is all enclosed. Not entirely sure. Big thoughts, all sorts of things going through my head. But for the time being, I think we will call it there. I'm quite looking forward to getting this thing developed. I'm also very much looking forward to getting myself back to spawn and get that stuff there done as well. There's all kinds of things already happening at spawn, and I need to get involved. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying them, and I will keep on making them. And also, if you haven't done it already, please do remember to hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club. I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.